And it's probably the best time to do this. Hmm. Alrighty, shout out to the one person that's up in here right now. I have absolutely no clue. Okay, man, I just hope that this is a normal person, not just some random hater. I just keep getting them. It's like, hey, here comes I see a black guy. He's online, about to mess with him. I know, I know. Leave me alone. Okay, I won't say. I'll say something when you do. Hold on. God, God, I just hope it's not that J Rob a hole. I swear to God, that dude is like always in my. Is always in my stuff. Great. Give me 1 second. I'm actually checking out. I'm checking out a whole bunch of stuff right now too. I was getting my earbuds. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. But there's two of y'all up in here right now, which means it means it's like it's probably you and a troll or something. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta remember, normally when like somebody pops like normally I can always say that at least one of my lurkers is a troll. Because that's almost always the case. I don't know if you was here in my last live, but there was one dude who came in under like four different names just so he could troll me. It was ridiculous. Like I wish Megs was up in here because he could have told you about that. It's actually pretty funny. Like, oh wow. Uh-oh. I'm guessing I got the guessing my camera doesn't allow for me to move too quickly. Oh yeah, you was there for that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So you saw that. That's actually pretty funny. I thought that was like I said, I just thought it was kind of weird because it was like, these people like my whole thing is I understand that there's people out there that hate me, but it's just kind of annoying because it's like, if I there's a lot of people on the internet that I hate too. That's why I don't really interact with them like that. But people don't can't stand me and they just pop up just to remind me, hey, I don't like you and I need you to know that. Why? I just had an idea for a short. I'm gonna like do one. It's like, hey, I don't like you and I need you to know that. And he goes, why? And he goes, shut up. You bothering me first. No, I didn't. I don't even know you. Okay. But while I am waiting for more folks to pop up, it's 3 o'clock. I don't expect anybody to actually show up. Like everybody got like lives and stuff like that. So, well, and everybody's probably busy. I'm not gonna say that they have lives because you don't have to not have a life to be up in here. Apparently, there's people up in here who become up in here while they're working, which will always surprise me. Hmm. Sorry. I am multitasking. I gotta like freaking sorry. These people are dumb. Hey guys, plugging my dumb phone in. Oh, hey, how's it going, Max? If you are busy, don't let me interrupt you. I'm just hoping you guys can hear me and see me. Okay. Okay. So I had two webcams for like a really long time, but one of my webcams got busted. So one of my webcams got busted. So I ultimately like bought a new webcam, and come to find out, the webcam that I initially thought was busted, the one that I'm currently using right now, it wasn't busted. It was just I'm guessing it's just shorted or whatever, or but it's like I'm using it now. So if you guys can hear me, okay, just let me know. Yeah, now can see me good. Let me know. It's I don't know if it's you know, got three people up in here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I'm expecting like at least I'm expecting some random troll to just pop up and just be like, I don't like you. I need you to know it. I saw your video making fun of me. No, I didn't make fun of you. I don't know who you are. Yeah, you did. By the way, two people up in here and no likes. I get it. I'm an unlikable person, but please, for the sake of it, just hook a brother up. Shoot. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and play this game while I do stuff. Shoot, because I don't like just like not doing anything while I am on live. So, and also, yeah, I don't like to talk. So while I'm waiting for folks to talk, I'm going to be playing my favorite game, 2048 Fusion, because I win that game often. Like when I'm playing it, I don't know why I lose so much when I'm on live. I don't get it. But the goal is obviously to get to 2048. But yeah, but also I'm expecting like I said, I'm expecting a random troll to just pop up and just be like, I don't like you and I don't like what you do in your videos. Shibuya, let's go ahead and play this game while I wait for you guys to actually say something. Dang, I am nuts. So how y'all doing out there? Pretty good. Everything going okay? Y'all watching the. Oh wait, I just remembered. Sinners came out today, right? The movie Sinners. It came out today, and I remember. I know some people have been talking about it. I don't know what it's about. I think it's like it's. I just hope it's not another. I just hope it's not another slave movie, because I'm getting really sick of those. It's like we get it. It's like that's not all Black American history is, you know. Like when are we going to get the document? When are we going to get like a? When are we going to get a movie dedicated to Garrett Morris, the guy? Not Garrett. Was it Garrett Morgan? I think it's Garrett Morgan. But like, when are we going to get a movie dedicated to Garrett Morgan? What is a horror film? Is a horror movie? Oh, okay. I got four people up in here and only one like. God dog. Like once again, I get it. I know I'm an unlikable person, but just give me, just I mean, if you're here, shoot a brother a like at least. Shoot a brother a sympathy like at least. It's like I mean, since you're here, but yeah, like I wait. Is it a horror movie? Like is it like one of those fantastic horror movies where it's like giant monsters? It's like a Jordan Peele thing, or matter. I feel like maybe asking all that is probably asking for spoilers and for the sake of anybody else who just happens to be watching, I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. See, me, I can handle spoilers because I can suspend my disbelief and act, because you can tell me like you can tell me that something is going to happen in a movie, and I won't freak out and I'll probably like freak out about it the moment that it does happen in the movie. What's wrong I'm looking for? Okay. Like for example, if you were to tell me it's a vampire movie, they show it in the trailer. Oh, okay. I didn't know anything about it. Nah, spoilers don't get me. Spoilers don't get me. Like because of the fact that if you tell me that something happens, then I'm gonna watch the whole movie anticipating that to happen. But if you tell me something happens, but don't tell me when it happens, I'm gonna be like, what? What? I knew it. I thought it was gonna happen at this moment. I thought it was gonna happen at this moment. Yeah, spoilers don't suck for me. I don't really care. Cause me, I'm one of those types of guys who I gotta just I gotta just get to I gotta get it. I said I just gotta get to it when I get to it. Like I'm the type of dude who will jump off of I jumped off of the roof of my apartment. I jumped off a roof of my house once when I was younger because I was scared to get down. Like I'm a very, very, very impulsive, rush in kind of guy. So it's like if you were to tell me, oh, by the way, the Jack and the Beanstalk ends when he cuts down the beanstalk, and Jack cuts down the beanstalk. How's it going, RC in basketball? Shoot, when are you going to go live, man? I'm going to keep asking that until you do. Like I said, you actually have You actually have a much more better source material than I do when it comes to like what you got to watch. I went live twice this week. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. On top of working, I don't want to anticipate anything. I don't want to anticipate anything. I like a blank slate. The premise and the genre. That's all I need to know. Yeah, you're better than me, Megs. I'll tell you that. Me, I'm like you can tell me everything about the movie as long as like I said, because like that won't stop me from liking the movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being surprised. I don't like being shocked. I want to know everything. Shoot, come on, bro. I'm already about to lose. I'm already about to lose. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Come on, bro. Dang, I already lost. I lost already. Yep. I timed myself. I said I'm gonna just be here for 40 minutes and end up an hour and 45. It got away from me. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's the thing about going live. It's easy to. That's the thing about going live. It's easy to forget exactly how long you've been on for, dude. But did you enjoy yourself? Is the question. I try to time myself because I don't want to look up and be online for multiple hours unless I'm actually calling a game or something. That's cool. I get that. It won't stop me from liking it, but it robs me of the director's full vision. I mean that's one way to put it, but like yeah, like I said, for me, like I said, I'm a very impulsive person, so like it kind of just it doesn't like the point doesn't get away from me because I figured out the big surprise quicker than I expected it to. Like for example, there was a for example, I spoiled myself when it came to the new dang. Did you have a glorious work week? I don't have a glorious anything, bro. I got depression. I got depression. It's very easy for me to not like appreciate life. But I watched the closing credits for the same reason. Wow, you Megs, I respect. I don't even watch the closing. Wow, I actually need to watch the closing credits because when I was an extra, like one of my when I was an extra, like the guy who was kind of helping out with the extras got a credit scene, and it like he felt really good about it, and it was kind of like one of those things that made me say, "Hey, I remember that." What show is y'all talking about? Oh, we're not talking about a specific show. I'm not talking about my girlfriend doesn't watch credits. That's how I knew she would never be the one. That's how I knew she would never be the one. That's brutal, man. No, I'm just talking about like in general. Like I was bringing up how I'm not really. I don't really get. I don't mind being spoiled. I don't mind being spoiled off of things. Like when it comes to like movies and TV shows and stuff. Like I actually the one time I actually spoiled myself off of the new God of War game, and like they said, one of the characters that you encounter, like turns out to be like the bad guy in disguise or something, and he's like doing he does like some terrible stuff, and he kind of sets the course of the entire. He sets the course for the entire second part of the game, and like I went in there. I went in there knowing that, so I'm like, okay, when is he gonna do it? You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for him to like do it. And you play the whole game with this dude like being very loyal to the character that he's playing. And the moment that he finally does do it, it's like, whoa! It still shocked me. No spoiler, please. Okay. I didn't spoil it, just so you know, but it was still like messed up. How's it going? Awesome sauce 26. Can I stop saying la la la? Yes, you can, dude. I didn't spoil anything. Don't worry. Wait, do you have the new God of War game? Do you have it? You don't know. You don't know if you have the new God of War game? Oh my god. This dude has everything and he doesn't know if he has. You're the god of games. That's how you're the god of games, and that agitates me. I finally caught your life. You make it sound like you were waiting for it. I, you know, but yeah, that's what. But to talk about I need to check The Last of Us season two, the show. I mean, well, I haven't seen any of it either. But like, I didn't like the Last of Us, the video game. It just made me. It kind of bummed me out a little bit. Like I ain't gonna, the game is good, but it just depressed me, and I'm like, I can't relive that. I can't relive that. That's y'all have fun with that. I've only played the original God of War so far. You've only played the original God of War. That's the only one. That's the only one you played. Super depressing though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing is like a lot of one thing I love about video games is that like the stories that they tell are sadder. Like I remember there was a time where like every other video game that they had was like this sort of silly was like it was supposed to be like silly and kind of like you know it felt like the gaming genre just didn't take itself seriously, and then just all of a sudden like Conker's Bad Fur Day and oh come on all yeah I have all of them. I think I've only played the first. Whack, bro. God. But nah, like yeah, but yeah, like I said, I can't play The Last of Us because I mean I did play The Last of Us, but it's like I didn't want to watch the season. I didn't want to watch the show because it bummed me out. Because I don't know, like part of me, I don't like the idea of you know, like seeing Joel, like seeing the Joel's kid get killed. That didn't sit right with me at all. It was like that's a child, so yeah, that kind of bummed me out a little bit. I do kind of like the idea of the apocalyptic theme of the Last of Us Two, the second game, where they built their own community and they started like actually they kind of like started living off of the land and their own like community benefits and stuff like that. I like that. Television shows have never moved me like games do. I'll watch the show knowing that it will be a fourth is unsettling. What do you mean by that? You mean like television shows based off of the games? or like television shows in comparison to the games? How's the language learning going? Is trying to learn the language hard? It can be if you don't. It can be if you like if you're not consistent. It's very easy to forget. Like when it comes to like learning languages, it's very easy to forget like what certain signs mean and stuff like that. But if you like I said, you do it every day, like I do it every day, but that's only because I'm really into that. I'm really into it. But learning another language in general is always going to be a bit challenging, but that's only because it's a new thing. It's a new thing. If you went into it knowing it, you probably would need to learn it. But it's hard if you don't know what you're doing and you just don't stay consistent with it. But the more consistent you be, the more you find yourself learning it, the easier it becomes. Like there's still some stuff that I don't know, and I've been learning this language for like more than a year now. Gaming is a medium that gets more of an emotional reaction from me. I get that. But I also say when it comes to but back to talking about like learning languages though, I always say just start with a I would say like start with a language that you're fascinated in. That way, even if you make a mistake, the younger you the younger you are, the easier it isn't picking up new languages. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not smart, so I'm learning new languages simply because I think it's fun, and also because I want to create my own language, and it's actually easier than you think to do that. But like the way I want to do it is through like learning other languages and then just sort of like taking bits and pieces of them accordingly, and then just sort of like making my own thing. But like that's a challenge because like every language is different, like, and there's like different factors of languages. Like there's tonal languages, there's phonetic languages, there's languages that they change depending on like the gender of the speaker, the gender of whatever it is you're addressing, the time of day, um you know the status of who you're talking to and crap like that. It's so annoying. Hello, Miss Christie, how you doing today? But yeah, like if you do want to learn a language, I always say it's hard because, like I say, you're gonna go into it not knowing. You're gonna like if it was easy to know stuff, you wouldn't learn it. So I always say like go into it expecting it to be challenging, but don't go into it expecting it to be like impossible. Bro, I am not good at this game. I normally win these games, bro. I don't know why I'm having this much problem. I don't know why I'm having like this much of an issue. Bro, what am I doing? But yeah, like also, but my whole thing too is that like I play video games. By the way, I play video games for a different reason. Like I play video games for the same reason I read books and watch movies. Is because of the fact that I really want to get the story down. And the sad part is that like I'm so lazy that like I'll like watch a game. I'll watch a video game cutscene. I'll watch video game cutscenes like and just go off of that. You know what I mean? Like I'll sometimes just I won't even like play the game. I'll just watch the cutscenes and be like, well, that's a wrap. That's actually kind of what I started doing. Like that's kind of how I went through like most of the Grand Theft Auto games. Because Lord knows I would never want to play Grand Theft Auto, and I've heard great things about them. But it's like, oh, you run around, you steal a car, you beat up innocent people. Edge lord material, edge lord material. It's cool because you get to hurt people. Shut up. But yeah, back to Sinners. I actually am interested in watching that movie. But like I was under the impression that it was like going to be like another slave movie, and I'm just like I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out on that. But also, I don't know if I said hello to Miss Christie or not. But hello again. Hello, Miss Christie. I don't know if I told you that or not. But GTA is not my thing. The idea of playing as a criminal and a crappy one like that isn't remotely appealing to me. See, you understand. You understand? I'm the same way, dude. Like, I'm not really a big fan of that either. Like, my whole thing is, once again, I don't like the whole idea of being an edge lord and just running around and just causing mayhem for the sake of causing mayhem. How's work going? How you like it? I like work is good. Work is good. It's better than not working. I'll tell you that. Um, which is weird to say. It doesn't really feel like work to me a little bit because, like I said, it's just stocking up, loading stuff, stocking up, load, and that's dope. But yeah, like I never really wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, and the big reason why was because when I was younger, like I said, I was that type of dude who I didn't understand why like, people would be like just stealing cars and beating people up, and it's like it doesn't. I'm just sitting here like this stuff doesn't get boring after a while. Everybody's like, you know, like being an obnoxious edge lord just causing mayhem just doesn't. It's like this is all y'all want to do. Whack. I don't even harm animals or NPCs in games if I don't have to. See, you understand. But there's some people out there. It's like all they want to do is hurt people and stuff like that. It's like that's one of the big reasons why I don't really like. Why I didn't want to watch streamers back in the day was because all the streamers that I used to see, they used to just like go in and just mess with people. They'll just beat up NPCs and stuff like that. It's just like at some point, it's just like stuff like that. That's not cool to me. It's just annoying. I started using like how people play GTA as like a red flag detector. And I run so far away. Something soon. I run so night and day. Something way. I won't believe GTA 6 is coming until it's actually on shelves. There you go. That's a smart thing. Emperor Megas, there's something wrong with those people. They just love to pick on people minding their business in games. Exactly. What's a horror game I like? I don't like horror in general. I don't like horror in general. I don't really like I don't like being scared. Oh, couldn't get away. I thought it was gotta get away. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of horror. Like I will there are some horror games that I will probably play down the line, but it won't be because I'm like interested in them. It'll probably just be because I'm riding the wave. There's like, oh, this horror game is new and kind of out, and everybody's playing it. Why not try playing it or whatever? But like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of horror, like the genre in general. I don't like the idea. I don't like being scared. The Last of Us was a very good game. Yeah, it was. It was. And like I said, like I followed the story, so that's really kind of what got me hooked into it. Like could have sworn it was Gotta Get Away. Sounds like Gotta Get Away. What about fighting games? I used to be really, really, really interested in fighting games. I used to be a huge fan of fighting games until like I said, I was more of a lore hound. Like the more I started getting into lore, the less I started like liking gameplay, the less I started caring about gameplay and stuff. But obviously there was a few of them. There was Killer Instinct, which was like one of my favorites. I remember there was a one game. I don't know if I'm showing my age here when I say this, but there was one game called Bloody Roar that I used to be a really big fan of, because I like the idea of transformation in the middle of fights. So there was Bloody Roar. There was I'm trying to think. Let's see. There was Bloody Roar, Killer Instinct, because like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, those are the big two. But like obviously, but it's like there was so much more that was going into it at the time. I think Tekken was like really good too. Virtual Fighter was also one. I need you to understand. I'm talking about these games, but I wasn't good at them. Okay, like I need that to be like put in the record books. I was not good at those games, but I did play them. But like if you were to like tell me to go up against like maybe my brothers or like some of my best friends, they would destroy me in these things. You will see me like lose my temper against these guys because they're just so good. It is unbearable. Boom, 2048 right there. Let's go. I'm a decent MK fighter. Let's see. Okay, hold on. The only thing about Last of Us Part 2 is 21 hour game, which sounds dope. By the end of the second game, I hated Ellie with a passion for the first time I played it. I don't understand why. Manny, do you play Call of Duty, Warzone, or Black Ops? Absolutely not. I thought Bloody Roar sucked, but I wasn't into 3D fighting games. I love Bloody Roar, man. Don't talk. Oh man, don't disrespect that game has so much potential, man. There was another game that I recently got into a little while before I actually went to Texas. It was my homeboy, and he was playing it, and it was a game called Bushido Blade, and it was kind of like it was a fighting game, but like it was kind of like based off of reality. So there was no health bar. It was just like there was no health bar, and if you get like hit in a certain body part, you kind of had to just sort of play without the use of that body part. It was actually pretty crazy. Soul Calibur was my favorite for a long time. I'm retired from playing it. See when she says that, that means that she used to cook people on it. Okay, that's what that means. That means that she used to like just probably like that means she probably about to like picked out of Sophia or somebody had just cooked. Mafia 2 and 3. No, I never played those, but like I also hate the Mafia. So it's like I probably like I probably would my soul wouldn't be into playing that one. I never played Bushido Blade. I like the idea of what they were trying to do with it though. I played it and my homeboy who was really good at fighting games like just cooked me on it. It was just and like he like we were both playing it at the same time. That dude just I don't know, bro. He was like my friends are threats, man. I have friends who are like really, really, really good at fighting games, and they are just absolute threats, man. Dang. Oh well, y'all saw me get 2048 though. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. All right, cool. I won that round because I got 2048 once. See, I told y'all I'm usually good at this. But yeah, I would never like I don't like part of me can't play Mafia. What about Shinobi? Which one? You're talking about the fighting Talon and Killick were my mains. Oh god, that's sick. Talon, the little ninja lady with like who's like really fast, and she got like the explode. She got like the smoke balls and stuff. Kalik is sick, man. You got like all that range to deal with. Like I like mafia films, but not games. I like the film because they generally about the human elements of organized crime and family dynamics. I want to, like I said, I want to like I want to like the mafia genre because it feels like that's what they're trying to. It feels like that's what they're trying to do is sort of like get you to like the mafia genre. And I hate the mafia in general. I hate the mafia in general, so I can't play that game and like have my whole heart in it because I'm just like God. I hope all these idiots get like locked up. They're just a hole. All of them are just a bunch of a holes. Sung Mina too. I forgot. I forgot what Sung Mina. She had a no name, right? She had her weapon was called No Name, if I'm not mistaken. Um, what about Mass Effect? I never played Mass Effect, but I would like to. Talon had a sneaky toe stab move that took a lot of power. See, that's what I'm saying. Talon, if I'm not mistaken, Talon was the one with no. Talon was the wind goddess. She had those little hand she had like those little bow staffs. I'm trying to remember. Ever played the game Mad Max? I didn't know Mad Max was a game. I thought that was a movie. Mad Max was a video game? Like I know about the movie. It's both. There was a video game for Mad Max. Are you serious? Like, what was it? Like a racing game? Like, was it a racing game? Like, you had to just kind of like you had. Was it like? Because when I think of Mad Max, I think of automobiles and vehicles. First game I ever fell in love with was Duke Nukem. Okay, yeah, like Rage. I never played Rage. I never played Rage. Well, like there's like 5 games called Rage, so you're gonna have to like explain to me which Rage you're referring to. But yeah, Duke Nukem. Never played it, but I heard it was. Well, obviously when Duke Nukem came out, like that was a game that I wasn't allowed to play because I was a child. So yeah, but I do remember hearing about it. I never played a single Duke Nukem game. It's both of them. Mad Max is in a car fight game hand to hand. Okay, so Mad Max, the video game, is a lot like what was it? Okay, I'm thinking of what's the game with Sweet Tooth? Twisted Metal. So is it like Twisted Metal? Is it like what Twisted Metal used to be? Because I'm thinking of Twisted Metal right now. And honestly, that would make so much sense. Is both of them. Nope, open world. Open world? So it's Twisted Metal, but in the open world? I'm sorry. I'm just like I keep going back to Twisted Metal because that's what my brain is thinking of right now. All right, got another game that I'm playing. Playing me some Free Cell because I like me some Phil. Like I like in my brain, I'm just thinking like that's crazy though. So like I never really shoot. No, it's a vehicular combat game, but there's vehicular. There's not a vehicular combat game, but there's vehicular combat in it. Okay, I retired from playing it because of my son. What did your son like? What did your son claim the throne from you? Did your son claim the throne from you, or did he just like, or did you just like have to take time away to take like be a mom? Which also wholesome reason. That's why I like open world games because you get to tear up everything. I bust windows just because. Sounds like something that you. I mean, like yeah, okay. Not sure why you want to bust windows, but I mean, if that's your thing, I'm not gonna, like well, I know not to play with you. Then. Man, normally I'm good at these. Max Payne. Yeah, I played the first two Max Paynes. I played the first two Max Paynes and I loved them. It was very like I said, I love lore, and Max Payne had enough lore for me to like get into. Like apparently the Max Payne game is like a whole big reference to Ragnarok. He finally beat me after many years. I reclaimed my title and then retired like Bart Simpson. So you won. So you won your game. So it's like you're like, yo, let's run it back, and then just won and stopped. That's funny. Manny, it's called Raging Out. I don't know what I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you're referring to, but okay. What about Doom? I never played Doom, but I knew a guy who did, and he made the game look very interesting when he played. I knew a guy who used to play. He used to play Doom like every other couple. He used to play Doom like every other couple of days. So we like hang out at his crib and watch him. And it was like it was fun. It was fun to watch, but I would never play it myself. I like the first Max Payne. I only played a few minutes of the second one. I never played the third one. I never played Max Payne 3 either, but like I don't know what it was, but it's like first of all, it was for the new system. So I was like, oh god, I can't get this. But another thing too is that like it didn't really strike me as something I would kind of want to play because I felt I think I just fell out of love with it, the concept. And also I think it was like a revamp of the original game. So it wasn't so it was literally like part one of a second series of it, and I was just not interested. I don't like it when stories like rewrite the plot and just sort of redo everything and retcon everything and then just do it all over again. I'm not a fan of that. You know, not like stick. Be consistent. It was also the only lucid dream I've ever had. The original Doom actually gave me recurring nightmares for like a week. It was the only lucid dream I've ever had. What is a lucid dream? What is that? Is that like when you feel? Is that like when you can like actually sort of like feel things, or like when a dream is like too intense that you actually can feel it, or something like that? A dream when you know you're dreaming. Oh, but I thought you always know that you're dreaming when you're dreaming. Wait, are you telling me? Hold on, wait. So hold on. Are you telling me like a dream, like you know that you're in the dream? Is you're saying that a lucid dream is a dream where you know that you're in the dream? But it's like I thought that I thought that by default people already know that they're dreaming when they're dreaming because like everybody dreams in third person. The game Dead Island, I've never played it before. I heard of it, never played it. I don't really have any intention on playing that one either. It feels kind of like a rehash of the same concept. That's my whole thing is that like when I'm dreaming, I always picked up on like when I dream, I'm dreaming like third person most of the time. So it's like it always feels like now that I think about it, when I'm dreaming in first person, something always happens to my car. Once you know you're dreaming, you can control them. Almost no one lucid dreams. It's extremely rare. Yeah. Like every single time I dream in first person, something happens to my car. But every single time I dream in third person, it just feels like I'm controlling everything to some. Well, not controlling everything, but just watching things. You know, every single time I dream in first person, some bad always happens to me too. Like I'm trying to wonder, like what is God trying to tell me here? I have this theory that when you dream, you're literally seeing a snapshot of how a day goes in a possible universe, in an alternate universe. What about Silent Hill? Never really messed with Silent Hill before. I'm not a big fan of horror games. The trick is not waking up. When you know you're dreaming, you naturally wake up straight away. Yeah, but normally when you dream, like the whole thing is that like when you're in the process of waking up, that means something bad's about to happen to you. Or like actually it's either something bad is about to happen to you or something good is about to happen to you. And you just sort of wake up like right before that, like almost like a moment before it. Booyah. I am good at free sale. Silent Hill or was the best psychological horror series ever. See, you like that stuff. I don't. I'm not a fan of horror games. I'm not a fan of like, I don't want like I said, I'm not trying to be scared. You know what I mean? Like I play video games like to ease the tension, not increase the tension. Y'all can keep that. Like I'm already sad and angry and stressed out enough as it is. One of the big reasons, like I actually I used to play the heck out of Skyrim, and I remember like losing to a giant spider, and that freaked me out. And that game freaked me out. I haven't played Skyrim since because the giant spiders are just that terrifying. And I don't think it was that. I don't think it was. What about Until Dawn? I have no clue what that is. You ever listen to sad or moody songs when you're sad? I used to when I was younger. Sometimes I pick up where I left off in dreams. Like I started a dream on Monday night and finished it on Tuesday night. Are you serious? And you can just remember that. You can just remember what your dream was about, and then just be like, I'll see you guys next time. Sort of thing with gaming. See, like I can't do that, man. Like me. Yeah, like I said, I don't want like. But also, the thing about me is I don't like being scared. Last of Us games didn't scare me really, except for one or two parts, and neither did Doom. Like Doom doesn't really scare me. It just makes me mad. Cause like at some point they just become really like I don't like games where you have to run and I don't really like running gun games like that because like because at some point they just start eating your bullets like candy. It's like you one shot at that thing and it's still standing. I got him right in the head, right in the headshot. Are you serious? I'll be getting so mad. It's like I know I'm shooting this thing. Why is it not falling? I could always restart dreams where I left off. I assumed everyone could until I started talking to people about their dreams. That's a really like I can't restart dreams. I don't know. You guys got superpowers. I don't know what that is. Y'all got superpowers. Y'all can control like y'all got full control of y'all brains, and I envy that because I don't have full control of anything. See, like that. I didn't even do that just now. You gonna stop that? Oh boy, I think I messed up somewhere. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Dang. There we go. Nope, I did. I messed that up. I messed that up bad. Okay. Where's a people sleep on Batman? Which one? Manny, did you like the Batman games? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I thoroughly enjoyed the Batman games. They were very fun. I remember quite a few. My brothers and I have had the same dreams before. That's a flex. That just goes to show how more connected you are with your brothers than most people are. It's like imagine being able to say, "Hey, wait, did you have that dream too?" Yes. What? That's a movie. That's a movie idea, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's a cool idea for a movie. It's like what if it's like you have to like imagine there being a movie where you have the same dream as somebody else, and it's like turns out that it's like a message from the afterlife or something. Oh my god, I just had an idea. Holy crap! I hope that movie's not been made yet because oh my god, I just had an idea for I just had a great idea for a movie. Oh boy. Oh man, I am not okay. I think I screwed up. 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 Wait, I don't. Okay, if this is right, I didn't screw up. That's the whole premise of a nightmare on Elm. God dang it! Oh my god, I had it. I had it. It was in my brain. I had the whole thing. Ah, I had it. Dang it. Ugh. Whack. Arkham Knight. I don't know. Dang it, man. I had that. I had it. It was in my grasp, man. Had a whole thing I was gonna do. Boy, I did not do this right. I did not start this game right. This game, I did not start this game right at all. I found out when we were talking about it a few days later. See, that's what the whole thing is that like I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street all the way through. I only seen like the first 30 minutes of it. I never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I never seen any of it. Okay, I got to restart this all the way back from the beginning. Whack, dude. Man, I had a whole idea. I had everything else. Man, what else? I got to free this ace up here. Nuts. The Magic School Bus. Okay. I've never seen. Okay, Batman is amazing. Specifically, awesome Arkham Knight. We were kids dreaming about going to school in the ocean, and our teacher was Mrs. Octopus. That's cute. Honestly, that could be like a really good way. That'd be like a really good like children's show for like aquatic animals and stuff like that. That's cute. Street Fighter. I mean, like It's I've never like I never actually sat down. I actually no. I used to play Street Fighter with my homies back in the day, and they used to destroy me on it, and I just got salty and said I'll never play no more. I go. That's what happened. Like we was playing, and I got salty. I got pissed. I didn't win one round, bro. These guys was just like goading, bro. These guys were just they were just like just destroying. Man, screw that game. Nightmare 1 through 3 are all right. They got worse as they get so along. The remake in 2010 was better than people claim. Watch the original one. You want to see a young Johnny Depp. I have no intention on ever watching horror movies because I do not like horror. But I know somebody who does, and I will like recommend it to them if they didn't already see it. I'm so God. Now I'm mad all over again about that. I'm mad all over. God, bro, it was just like I was just rehash. I just kept saying, run it back, run it back, run it back, and they kept running it back, and I just kept losing. God, I'm gonna die angry about how I lost that many times in that Street Fighter tourney, bruh. And they were like, I would be like, man, I don't even want to play no more this game. I don't even want to play no more. I don't want to play this no more. This game. Alan Wake. I saw the cutscenes for that game, but I never exactly played it. I know I saw somebody else. There's a streamer actually on here named JRox3. He recorded him. He streamed himself playing that game, and it was pretty fun for him. They aren't especially scary movies. Freddy is more of a clown than anything. He gets goofier in each film. That's the thing. I get that, but it's like they still got gore in it. You know, I mean, gore is supposed to be scary. I need to feel it. I need to finish Alan Wake. Stream it. I'm gonna keep asking you to stream something until you do, man. I know you won't, but it's like I'm gonna keep asking for it. Dying Wish, stream a game. Oh yeah, I mean I could be dying. You know, Dying Wish though, stream a game. Quit being shy on here, coward. Nah, I ain't gonna call you no coward. That's messed up. It's not that serious. It's pretty decent game. They did something different with the combat with the whole light thing. Yeah, like I said, I saw a few streamers playing it a while back. Like I said, JRox3, he's one of the few streamers that I watch on here. And he was playing it and he was actually like he was good at it. I'll say that. And yeah, I like the idea of, I like the idea of shining the light. I like the idea of it being like, like being set in nighttime and you have to like use light to challenge these monsters and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of cool. But outside of that, yeah, that game is definitely pretty creepy, really pretty trippy. Also, I love the fact that the main character is a writer. You know, because you could like, there's some like, imagine writing a story where the main character is a writer. Like, that's meta. That's super meta. It's like you're creating a creator who is creating in universe. It's stuff like that. It's just like it's stuff like that. I just think is kind of cool because you can like do so much with that. I like the whole broken writer trope. So as do I, because like writers, life sucks when you're a writer. Because it's like you're a creator, but it's like you're a creator, but it's like how do you? It affects how you think about certain things. You have to approach everything like a reference to something else. Like pretty much any stories with that premise. Stephen King's love writing about writers. Dang man, y'all really doing a horror thing today. Huh? Y'all big on that. But nah, yeah. Like I said, Stephen King is definitely a writer. I really wish I could have I really wish I could have read his stuff. But like the only thing I know about Stephen King is what is it? Cujo and It. There's Cujo, It, and another one. And the only reason why I even know about like Stephen King's novels is because uh one of my uncles used to like read like the horror, like used to read the horror novels. And he actually had the book he still had the book in his like little bookshelf. And I just remember seeing that book and just thinking that it was a movie because I never took it out. I never took it out shelf, so I always thought it was like a tape. Imagine if he didn't listen to his wife and quit. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like who? Wait, are you saying that? Are you saying that like at some point he was about to quit writing and his wife was like, "Nah, go ahead, continue." Is that what? Is that what you're saying? That's beautiful. That's a beautiful story. It's like no, just that's something to think about. Just goes to show, like sometimes love can like just bring you. Sometimes love can just like do a lot for you. It's a beautiful thing. Plenty King stories that you may not even knew that they were films like Stand by Me and The Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption was made by Stephen King. The Shawshank Redemption was made by Stephen King. Bro, I am not winning this. I am not winning this. Normally, I'm good at this. This is my Rubik's Cube of choice right here. What the heck? How am I like just? How am I not doing good right now? Okay, one, two. Did you watch NXT? I couldn't. Yeah, that was a King book. That's dope, man. I did not know that. Okay, I did not know that. Man, I would have never guessed that The Shawshank Redemption was a Stephen King novel. Yeah, exactly. Someone seeing the vision and supporting you 1,000,000% is something that shouldn't be taken for granted. I agree. Shawshank is a King book. I did not know that. Dolores Claiborne is another one. Who's Dolores Claiborne? I feel dull with it, but for not knowing that. Also, I feel unliked because there's 8 people up in here and I only got 4 likes. That means that like 4 people up in here don't like your boy. Awesome films, stars Kathy Bates. Yeah, Kathy Bates is a spectacular actress, by the way. Everything she does just knocks it out of the park. Kathy Bates was in 2 of his movies. Yeah, I can see why. I can see why. She's the goat. She's one of the goats. Misery was the other one. Wait, Stephen King wrote Misery? Dude, wow, Stephen King did a lot of work. And he wrote like story like these are movies that like shaped the genre a little bit. Now that I think about it, like a lot of these movies were like something that was kind of pushed as a it was kind of pushed as a bigger thing. Again, he loves working. He loves working about writers. I believe it. Man, I am not doing good at this right now. Uh, Dang, bro. The Shining. Oh, I know about The Shining. The Shining. Yeah, I know about The Shining. I hate Stanley Kubrick, by the way. Like The Shining is one of the reasons why I hate. I think it's Stanley Kubrick or I forget who's the director for it, but I hate that. I hate that director for that movie because apparently, like Shelley Duvall was like being like remorselessly mistreated by that guy. And if y'all know me, y'all know how much I genuinely. Y'all know me. Y'all know how much I don't really approve of that kind of behavior. Like actually, now that I think about it, because of that movie, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the reason why I hate Stanley Kubrick. Because I hate the Shining makes me hate Stanley Kubrick. And the very first time I ever watched it, they used the N word with a hard R, and I was like, I was not expecting that. And part of me was like, I understand the reference, but I still didn't like it. So yeah, like to hell with Stanley Kubrick. Oh God, this is the first time I'm looking up Stanley Kubrick now just to see what he looks like, and like I'm looking at this dude's face, and yeah, he looks like the kind of guy who like hates women. The Shining is one of the greatest films ever made. Give or take. I get that, but like I said, see me, like I can honor that the dude was probably like a really good filmmaker, and even that's a bit of a reach for me. But like, I'm not cool with like people who abuse the lady folks out here. It's like Hulk Hogan is considered one of the greatest professional wrestlers. I still don't think that how he feels about black people is nice. That's real stand up for women. Absolutely. I will say this though, like in the process of me trying to prevent Stephen King hates Kubrick's. Oh wow, that goat Stephen King is my goat. Stephen King is my goat. Up yours, Stanley Kubrick. Also, outlived him. That's weird. I also know that. What is a Kubrick's? Stanley Kubrick is a film director who he is a film director who made The Shining. Man, I'm really not good at this. I'm really not doing good in this game right now. I love how I went from like 8 viewers to three. I love how I went from like 8 viewers to three because like I don't know. Wait, is Mania on right now? Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. But wow, okay, that's screwed up. Okay. All right. I got 0 people up in here. That's fine. Uh I guess that means that that's wild. What happened? That's wild. I guess that means that I can just sort of bounce. I got 0 people up in here. Okay, I got one. What is up, Jerian? How's it going? I don't know what happened. I'm losing like people just left. I don't know what happened. Like I know I'm not an interesting person. But welcome back, Jerian. How you doing today? Really hope that everything is working out well for you over there. I got this. Damn, this dude is mad at me. Why are you mad for, bro? What I did to you? Probably just got disconnected. Probably. I don't know. What's up? What's up, Jerian? Shoot, I'm just I think that number is misleading. It hasn't misled me before. Show of hands of who's all in here right now. I'm glad to hear that, Jerian. Congratulations on getting the job, man. Congratulations on getting a job, Jerry. And I'm really happy to hear that, dude. Like I know it's been pretty rough. I know it's been pretty rough with that one, but like you stuck it out, and now you're back in the game, bro. Welcome back to earning income. Oh man, I'm not winning this game, y'all. I am not winning this game. There's got to be. I feel like there's something I'm doing wrong. There's something I'm definitely doing wrong here. Yeah, man, I'm rooting for you over here, bro. Really hope that you keep. Really hope that they keep you on. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. It's rough out here, man. But congrats on getting your job, man. And like now I'm not even gonna be upset if you can't pop up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, oh, where's Jared? I'm gonna be like, oh, Jared's at work. Jared's a working man right now, man. He got things to do. He's a busy man. Shoot, respect, dog. Much respect. What's the alternative for sticking it out? Go. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Beer Pro Megas. Shut up. Just we're not even gonna say that. We're not even gonna say that on here. That's not what we're doing. That's not who we are. That's not what this is. We're out stickers in here. Matter of fact, nobody answered that question. Nobody answered that question. Absolutely not. Why is these people mad at me, bro? What did I do? What did I do to these people? All right, I said trans women are women. Ooh, man, that always gets them. Easter plans? I have none. I think my cousin did invite me to go. My cousin had invited me to go celebrate Easter Sunday with them and just go hang out for a little bit, maybe eat some food or whatever. Because that's basically what every holiday is for my family. But outside of that, not much, not much. I don't really have a lot of plans. No. I mean, I know WrestleMania is tomorrow. Night two of WrestleMania is tomorrow, so I might watch WrestleMania. But like outside of that, not much. I really, God, this is so annoying. That'd be cool. Making baskets for the little ones. That'd be dope. Oh my, what am I doing wrong here? I need all four of my aces like released, man. I need all four of my. We're having an Easter egg hunt. Oh, that's awesome. That's gonna be cute. So, hey, Jerry, and how are you already start? Have you started working yet, or like, are you going to? When's your first day? One thing I love about Easter is that, like, especially American Easter, is that it's basically a compilation of multiple holidays, all kind of like rolled into one. We're celebrating the birth of Jesus, but we're also celebrating like fertility and stuff. And I love that. I love that because rabbits and eggs. That's a fertility reference. So dope. Good old Saturnalia. I think it's Saturnalia. I don't know what it's called. I kind of disconnected. Did you ask me a question? Yeah, Jerry, and I had asked earlier if you was I asked earlier if you were how when's your first day? No one is celebrating fertility. Look, man, all I'm saying is that you don't have to celebrate fertility to like to acknowledge that the references are there. It's rabbits and it's eggs. Eggs represent children being born. Rabbits represent something different. I ain't crazy. I just did the background check and everything, but it should be next week. Hey man, like I said, I'm glad to first of all, like I said, I'm glad to hear it. And oh my bro, I normally win these games. I'm normally winning these games. Why am I'm not I'm doing bad right now. Clean your oh absolutely. Come on, man. Come on, man. We all know Jerry's clean, bro. Jerry's clean. I'm sure of it. He kind of has a point to ask that question, though. Just saying. Come on, man. Do we though? You're right. I don't know him that well. So, oh my god, no. Why did I do that? I'm not. Wait, you're not what? Bruh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm getting stumped. I am getting stumped in this game. I'm getting stumped in this. Don't mind Megas. He's trolling you. Like I'm really like not okay. Let's just go with the easiest one first. Am I though? I don't know. Megs. God, it's weird. I feel like I've known you for a few months and you pull this. Now you're right. I don't know you. Now I'm just like Megs, are you actually a 20-year-old white woman trolling me online right now? Would you tell me if you're a 20-year-old white woman trolling me online? I feel like you would. I want to believe that you would for the sake of being authentic. What do you mean, probably? Ah, I'm still agitated about the fact that I was going to make. I had like so many ideas for my dream movie. There's going to be a whole bunch of people that were going to be like a whole bunch of people that were going to have the same dream about the same place. So they all ultimately go to that same place, figure out where it is, yada yada yada. Everybody kind of go there, meet up, and you find out that it's like I don't know, some sort of like extraterrestrial thing or something. I don't know. Okay, maybe I didn't have a big idea about it, but I was going to think of something. That's the stand. What do you mean the stand? No, man, no, I'm not rewriting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm talking about I'm talking about an original movie idea. The stand. This ain't JoJo. I can only speculate what I would do as a woman or a white woman since I'm not. I can only speculate. What is wrong? Hold on. Uh, The Stand, Stephen King book and miniseries. I've never seen it. My fault. I'm at an oil change place, so I was distracted a little. How do you feel about these woke films about to come out? I have no clue what qualifies as a woke film outside of like uh I don't know what qualifies as a woke film. I assume that it's just like let me guess. They just let me guess more stuff ticking off racist. Let me guess more racists getting ticked off because there's more black. There's more like black protagonists in movies, and they're just like, how dare they make another movie with another black protagonist up in it? I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna make a stand on this because how dare they do that? Or female or gay. You cannot have gay people in movies because if you do, you're going to turn everybody in the theater gay. Gay person making eye contact with anybody who's watching the movie, that person immediately gay. That's all I'm saying. That's kind of my main concern. To like, I don't know what a work film is, but like, what's the criteria exactly? There's way too many black people in this movie. You only saw two. That's all I need to see. They're trying to gayify me. I can't say this stuff with a straight face, and this is where some people legitimately believe it. I don't know what is it. It's like because it's obvious at this point. That's the part that's messing with me. Is that like when they complain about a woman or a girl that isn't unconventionally attractive? You know, the sad part is that like I'm going to break that down to just women because like people because like when a woman is attractive, they get even madder, bro. like there's no reason to think like they haven't really given off a direct definition of what qualifies as woke, so they just get like they haven't really got any ideas on what qualifies as woke, so they just call stuff woke and expect people to just kind of have an idea what they're talking about, and it's like it's so hilarious. Like, bro, what is it's like you know what makes it a woke film? It's like what makes this a woke game? You know what I'm saying? And just wait for them. They'll like tiptoe around the thing, man. It's like that's crazy, bro. As well, they're gonna try to turn. I'm telling you right now, if you end up putting all these black people in the movies, then all of a sudden everybody's gonna turn black. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Do you want more people turning black? Put white people in that movie. I'm telling you, man, white supremacy makes idiots out of everybody, okay? Like just 100%. Like I would categorize parody films like scary movie woke films. There's a comedic view. That's why they barely make them now too. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Like I think the only reason why they stopped making scary movie, I don't even think that they stopped making scary movie. I think they just took a break because you know Keenan Ivory could just like churn them out. Especially because all Keenan Ivory has to do is just watch a few horror films and just go, let's make that funny. I'm ready for Keenan Ivory Wayans to make like a whole new horror comedy series dedicated to like Get Out and stuff like that. Bamboozle would be considered a woke film. Bamboozle is a woke film. You talking about the one with the tap dancing? Woke is like, or what would Judge Stewart said about what Judge Stewart said about that stuff? What did Judge Stewart say? Wait, hold on. Wait, which one is Judge Stewart? Is that the pretty? That's the pretty one, right? That's the divorce court judge, right? The pretty one. Like she's like a sweet old lady, but she's like really hot. I forget her name. That's Judge Stewart. Oh, Justice Potter Stewart. I'm trying to think of what was the judge name. She was on the TV, and she's like an old lady, but she's like really kind of young looking, and she's like really pretty, but she sounds like a sweet old lady. I forgot her name. Was it Judge something? Was it divorce court? Yeah, bamboozled it. Yeah, like I agree. Like technically, like by the actual definition, like if we're talking about the same one, I know what you're talking about. The one with the tap dancing. Yeah, when Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart was asked to describe his test for obscenity in 1964, he responded, "I know it when I see it." That is great. That is the best cop out ever. Are you serious? He was a Supreme Court justice, federal. Come on, man. I don't know it when I see it. Okay, dog. Okay, dog. All right. Settle down there, buddy. Are you serious, bro? What? I'll know it when I see it. Man, bro, get up. Man, get out of here, dog. That's wild. That is wild. That's wild. That's how people feel about woke. They'll know it when they see it. That's wild, bro. Okay. Okay, buddy. And that's why you're the guy who helps with the laws. These people suck. Oh my god, that is the stupidest crap. I'll know it when I see it. I'm sorry, that's the dumbest. My whole thing is that, like, okay, like for example, I don't I don't try my best to like put a universal term to stuff that I don't like. I just say that I try my best to say I don't like certain things because of the fact that, like, I know that some stuff that I don't like is going to be stuff that other people probably might enjoy. And the last thing I want to do is say that that person is a bad person for enjoying something that I don't enjoy. That's very, very, very entitled. That's a very entitled thing. That was in the 60s though. Yeah, I get that. I said that's still wild though, especially because like the adult material back in the day was actually very, it was from what I understand very what's the word I'm looking for? Uh I mean, it was tame. I was some tame stuff back in the day, I think. But then again, I never really actually like dabbled into uh adult material from the 60s, but it's like 3D, that was from the 60s, right? The 3D movie, Blank Does Dallas, that was in the 60s, right? Am I wrong? I feel like I'm wrong about that. That was in the 70s, I think. Oh, okay. Justice Potter Stewart need to shut the heck up. Well, he's dead, so yeah. At least let's hope he's dead. Is he dead? Let's see. Okay, he's dead. Wow, he's been dead a long time too. Wow, this dude's been dead a long time. That's funny. I'm sorry. This dude even looks like a dork. Yeah, this dude even looks like a goofball. Okay. Sorry. The 70s and early 80s was probably my favorite era for adult film. Just hilarious stuff. Um, I won't even like what made it funny to you. I feel like anybody from that era could probably like sort of tell me like could probably like give me a better idea because last I checked, the most controversial thing you could see back then was public hair without the L. Bro, I am really not winning this game. I am. There's something. There's something I'm doing wrong here, and I'm gonna find it. Like last I checked, though, the most controversial thing that people used to like have an issue with back in those times was public hair, and that was just because like they weren't used to seeing it. Am I right? That was it. They were goofy and great. Got it. I also know that like a handful of the music. I think one of the things that really kind of made me laugh about like the adult film from like that era was that like a handful of the music inspired some of the professional wrestling theme songs of the '90s, which I just think is kind of fun. Which I just think is kind of silly. Like Dude Love's theme song, if I'm not mistaken, that was I think that was an adult film song or something of that nature. It was either Dude Love or Cactus Jack. But I do know that one of them was like kind of like inspired. It was either inspired or just a straight up rip off. Watch the film Boogie Nights. It's kind of a great film to get a feel for what it was like back then. It's also my favorite film. I'll keep that. Yeah, Boogie Nights. I can watch that. Give me a second. Actually, wait. Is Boogie Nights the movie with John Travolta and he was like doing and he had the whole big dance? He had the whole big dance scene that he absolutely crushed. That's not the one. Okay, that's Saturday Night Fever. Oh, okay, okay. Marky Mark's Big Break. I heard the name Marky Mark a lot back in the day. What is who is that? Was that like a real person or was that like a movie thing? Because I used to hear that name a lot, and I think it was Boogie Nights is about a okay, okay. That's quite the name too, by the way. Mark Wahlberg is Marky Mark. Okay. Oh, that explains why every single time they see it seems like every single time he's in a movie or in something, they always make a reference to that. They always call him that. He had a song called Good Vibrations. Oh yeah, yeah. Y'all did say he was a singer. Like he was actually part of a yeah. I remember that because we were talking about how he was in a boy band a little while back, like literally at the last live. So I remember that actually. That was wild. He was also Donnie Wahlberg's brother. He is John Cena's person was loosely based on Marky Mark. Is Marky Mark supposed to be? It was Marky Mark a white rapper? I said was like he's dead. So Donnie Wahlberg is a real person too? Because that's the first time I think I ever heard that name before. Yeah, he was a rapper. Oh wait, Mark. Oh, okay, hold on. Mark Wahlberg was a rapper, or was that like a character that he played? He wants you to forget about that. Okay, wait, hold up. So Mark Wahlberg actually was rapping. It's like, oh, okay, that's what is this? This was like what the '80s, the '70s, right? This was the '90s. I would have remembered this. I'm sorry. I would have remembered this. I'm sorry. This was the '90s. Did he was featured in a Calvin Klein ad? What is happening? What is this dude? What is this dude? What is happening? So he was a singer. He was a rapper. He was a movie. Now he has like what is going on? How could you not have remembered? Probably because I was like 2 when it happened. I don't know. But also like I didn't really care about pop culture back then. I don't know. Heck. Sorry, now you just not my brain is messed up. Like she's just throwing them at me. I did not. I did not. I did not know about Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. That is like I do know that every single time that Mark Wahlberg was like in something, they would always call him that. Eminem F with them once on MTV. They were being interviewed for something. Okay, you got to rephrase that, my guy, because now I'm thinking that you were a rapper too. I got no threes anywhere, bro. And my ace of hearts is up here. This is messing with me. I'm so mad right now. I can't do nothing. I can't move nothing. Come on, man. Wait. Sweet. Okay. Bada boom. What? Come on. Wait on. It was because M was told not to talk about Wahlberg's rap music. Wahlberg was being an a-hole, so M took a slick shot at him. That's funny. That's funny. Don't go toe to toe with a battle rapper, especially one that always wants to battle. Dang, man. I just remembered. Okay, so I'm starting to think that I actually remember the Good Vibrations song, and the only reason why I even know what it is because they were playing it for this Netflix movie that's out right now, and at some point one of the characters screams, "I'm not going out to Marky Mark and a Funky Bunch." But yeah, like I do know that like every single time that they make references to every single time like you see Mark, so something's like thanks a bunch because yeah. Well, like normally every single time I heard the name Marky Mark so many times that like I forgot that I didn't know that it actually meant anything. I thought it was just like something that people said. I thought Marky Mark when I realized that Marky Mark was a reference to a white rapper, I thought that was just a name that they called Vanilla Ice. I didn't know that Mark Wahlberg actually that was Mark Wahlberg. But like imagine being so rich that like you could do something like that and that's not the downfall of your career. Like that stuff like that stresses me out a little bit. Like imagine being that successful in your life that you could like do something that sort of like silly and that's kind of that level of ridiculous and you just like you still have a career. You're still successful. Like to put this a dude literally was not president just because he was like this. Yeah. But Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch existed, and Mark Wahlberg is still considerably one of the most successful actors in this current era. He also had a video game. I actually own it. See, this is what I'm saying. Stream, 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 stream. Tell this guy to stream, 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 stream. I know you can't stream the game, but dude, you have like cool stuff. Like I feel like if I were to ever go to your crib, you would probably have like all the cool stuff. Marky Bark and a Funky Bunch make my video for Sega CD. He was he was a megastar. He had his own video game. Yeah, he's a megastar. Like even if the video game didn't sell, that means that he's a megastar. That means that they had so much faith in him that they decided to make video games dedicated to his likeness because they thought that that would sell. The dude was a star, and that's stressing me out. I'm agitated now. He extended his 15 minutes. Yes, he did. And I don't even think he didn't do it. They did it for him. That's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot, to put this in perspective, there's people who have there's people out there who have like lost opportunities because of just basic, simple, dumb, slow, basic, simple, dumb mistakes. And somehow he does this sort of thing, and he could just whoop. To put this in perspective, people are listening to the Good Vibrations song, and man, it's like if you're famous forever. If you're rich forever. But if you're poor, you know the rest. Why did I redo this? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. This is really this is agitating me now. This is my white whale moment. This is my white whale. There was a series of those games. They were all the same, just with different musicians. Marky Mark, Crisscross, CNC Music Factory, and NXS all had Make My Video games. For what? Wait, okay. I didn't know Crisscross did. I remember Crisscross, but then again, I only heard like one Crisscross song, and that definitely, that made me jump. I only knew one song. Only knew one song, but it made me jump. The Mac Daddy make you. Daddy Mac will make you. Ball. I just threw it out there. Nobody didn't even try to swing it. I introduced a bunch of kids that worked at Crisscross recently. May Day died a while back. Oh, I know. And that kind of bummed me out a little bit because they both were. That kind of bummed me out too because if he was still alive, he was one of the goats for sure. If there was like a rap music Hall of Fame, he would definitely be up in there simply just for that one song of alopecia. He did not die from alopecia. You can't die from alopecia. Can you? Can you die from that? Like how? Hey man, you can't. Don't laugh about that, man. The man died. Leave him alone. Like I was a fan of Crisscross too. Like I remember when they try to I remember when they kind of tried to do the whole we're grown and we're older things, so they was trying to make a more adult themed content, and I was just not feeling it because I was still a child at the time. Kids are tardy at 8:25, so they have to come to the office and get passes from me while their parents sign them in. Talking about player stuff. They were getting older, so they had to talk about that sort of thing. I wouldn't be at least bit surprised if there were at least 10 kids tardy. Dang, what was happening? How tiny is that school that they can't just squeeze through the hallways and get to class on time? I don't know if they were or weren't. Shoot, Emperor Mega is more like Emperor Meanness. You a mean dude, man. bro. I'm really okay. What am I messing up on here? Oh, what am I doing wrong? Imagine being aged up crisscross. One said he missed the bus. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about like while they're in school going to their next class. They didn't believe me, so I played it. I played it while writing out their passes. What do you mean aged up like crisscross? Like I only saw like two videos of them, dude, but I only know that one song. Oh, one said he missed a bus, so I said, "Hey, that's a song." Okay, I get it, and told them to ask their parents about the song. That's dope. All I know is that like the dudes were, and also the dudes were like loaded, so it's like like yeah. I might actually use crisscross jump for my theme song if nobody else is using it, we'll get hot about it. Did you say they were loaded? Yeah, I thought they were like. I mean, like most one hit wonder songs usually still get played through. Mostly still get like played, so they were probably like making a lot of money from it. But they're also like really young, so they probably might have gotten. I mean, all I'm saying is that like they're also probably like really young, so they probably might got robbed from by their parents. Allegedly, one of them hooked up or almost hooked up with Jada back in the day. I'll believe it. I'll believe it. I have no reason to not believe that. They weren't one hit wonders. Okay. I didn't know that. I don't know if they are. I am so mad at myself because it's literally taking me my entire stream to try to beat this game, try to beat this one game, and I'm still not close. I've been dealing with this for a while now, and I don't know what to do, and I am angry. Um, I do know that Jermaine Dupri, they had like 3 albums. That's what I'm saying. I know that, like I said, Jermaine Dupri was a kingmaker for sure. But like, I only knew like one song from him. But that's only because when they were a big deal, I was a child. Don't let anyone tell you they were. Don't let anyone tell you they were one hit wonders. But like yeah. I mean, I'm not. So I wouldn't be surprised if they one of them did hook up with Jada Pinkett. I mean, they're rich. Rich people be hooking up. They were so Death's flagship act. You can have 100 albums. That doesn't mean you had hits. Oh my god, I feel like this is going to become one of those debates. But also like there's a lot of rappers right now. Like there's a lot of people who I don't listen to rap that much anymore. But I do know that there's like people who made hits, and I don't listen to any of the music to be able to tell you if they were hits or not. Like people still tell me that Young Thug is one of the goats, and I'm just like, is he? I haven't heard one song from him that was worth listening to. But I got old person ears, so I don't know. I wouldn't recommend having this debate though. But yeah, I got old people ears, bro. I am so mad. Like I can't do nothing right now. What am I messing up on? Okay, I got to release these threes. What am I doing? I couldn't tell you thing one. I couldn't tell you thing one thing about thing one about Young Thug. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but like you ask these kids, it's like he's one of the. You ask like any of these kids and stuff like that. Like there's somebody out there who's like, yeah, he's definitely one of the goats. The only time, like I remember hearing this dude one time, and I just remember thinking to myself, this is not something I could listen to. Like, is this what rap music is now? First time I heard him, I was like, is this what rap music is now? My brother did not answer that question. He was just still listening. Bro, this is agitating me. Okay, where's the two? Where's the two at? Right here. All right, where's number three? Right here. Bruh. Okay. Hopefully it's still streaming when I come back. Hey, I'm glad to have you around, Jerry, and I really appreciate you for being here. And hey, good, have a good time at work. Not well. I'm glad to hear that you're still. I'm glad to hear that you're working, man. Shoot, but you be safe out there. You know, but we'll definitely talk again. I probably might be getting off in a few though because I WrestleMania is tonight, and I kind of want to get ready for that. And I'm probably gonna watch it with like the homies or something. Oh my god! I'm gonna throw this dude. I'm gonna throw this dude. So I'm gonna throw him. I'm gonna throw him. I'm gonna throw Megas. I'm gonna throw Megas. Megas is gonna throw. Why is this game so challenging? I don't understand. We don't need to hear you getting up. I'm about to throw this dude. Oh my god. Get on, make content, Megas. You sarcastic a-hole. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Bro, I am not. Okay, hold on. All right. Move the Black Queen to the Red King. All right. That's the only one. Let's see. I need to put one of these down. So I need a black 4 somewhere. Oh god. I don't want to miss WrestleMania because I don't want to because I can't like just that's the only black 4. Wait, where's the other black 4? That's one of them. Where's the other one? Here's another one. Come on, man. So I need a red 9. Okay, so where's the red 9 at? Bro, everything I need is at the come seriously, bro. Okay. Okay. Man, he likes when you tell him what to do. Shut up, Megas. All right. I see there's like 5 of y'all up in here. Hands in the chat for if you actually like still up in here right now. Okay, who are some people y'all think would be who are some performers that y'all think on one hit wonders who actually aren't one hit wonders? Well, matter of fact, I feel like what would y'all consider to be a one hit wonder? Okay, if you can name like, because I think that a one hit wonder is somebody who you can only like name one song that they've made and only one song. Like, I feel like that's a controversial name. I feel like that's a nice little controversial question to have. Who are some performers that y'all think are one hit wonders? That's pretty much it, but I can only count music that's released in the US. Move the black 10 to the square. Oh, dang. I'm just now seeing it. Baha Man. Okay. Screw it. Afro Man. Actually, I can name 2 songs by Afro Man. I can name 3 songs by Afro Man, actually. One of them he made recently. There's Because I Got High, Code 45, and Two Zigzags. And Why You Stealing My Money? Lou Bega. Wait, Lou Bega, his stuff was made in Germany. It just came here to America. They need to be hits though. What do you mean hits? Bro, like Code 45 and Two Zigzags was a banger. Code 45 and Two Zigzags. Baby, that's all we need. Afro Man made some hits, bro. I mean, what do you consider to be a hit? Like a song that's like really popular, or would it be a song that is really popular, or would it be a song that you recognize? Chumbawamba. The roll that troop the bill. Something else and something else. Something will. Roll. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bro! Come on, bro. What am I doing? Okay, wait, hold on. Maybe I'm overreacting. Yeah, I was overreacting. Holy crap, I think I nailed it. Ooh. Maybe not. Nope, I think I nailed it. I think I got it. Nope, I ain't got it. Hold on. I know I said I'm talking about music released in the US. If you have hits abroad, but only one in the US, you're a one hit wonder. I effing love Chumbawamba. Tub Thumper is one of my favorite albums, real talk. Wait, Tub Thumper is the album? I thought Tub Thumper was the song. Oh my god, don't tell me I'm about to win this thing because I like, oh god, I'm about to win this thing now. Yeah, I'm about to win it right now. Can't believe I'm just now getting this. Okay. God, I don't even know what I did. I have no clue what I did. What about Icona Pop? I don't know what that is. I think that people in the chat probably might know what that is, but that is a new one for me, man. Shoot. Okay, I might not win this one though. Dang, bro. Because now I got to release this 7 and I don't know how to do it. Because I got to put this red 5 right here and I can't do it. Mm. Ow. Nope. Yeah, I never. Yeah, that's a new one to me, dude. Like, I probably might have to. I did have that song. I don't care. I love it. Oh, move the red 4 to where? Oh, right. Good looking out. I didn't. I was not paying attention to that. I got all 4 eyes, and I just didn't. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, you got me. Tattoo. Oh god, I actually know like a few tattoo songs. And I actually know a few tattoo songs, and I remember like immediately fall in love with them once Victoria started coming out to their themes to her music. Running through my head. I messed up. I messed up big time. Oh boy, I messed up big time. Oh man, I messed up. I messed up bad. I messed up bad. And then the 3 and the 2. Have you ever heard of Iconopop? Oh boy. Like even if you took away the silly gimmick of them kissing on stage, they were actually a really talent. They were actually like a really talented group. Like I liked them anyway. I thought they were. I thought it was dope. Okay, now I need this. I need a three. Where's the three of spades at? I just had that somewhere. What about the band Hailstorm? I only heard like maybe a few songs by Hailstorm, but I remember actually like liking Hailstorm for a little bit, but like I never actually but I haven't heard anything from them like recently, and I was just like, oh. But also at the time I was starting to kind of like lose. I was actually starting to like bring down the Black King. Yeah. I remember like actually kind of wanted to be a fan of Hailstorm, but like I move up the red three. Let's see. All right. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna win this one. This is gonna be the one. Biz Marquee. Didn't Bismarck? I thought Biz Marquee had like a few hits. Rest in peace to one of the goats, by the way. I don't know, dude. I never like I wasn't around for. I don't think I was around for like the Biz Marquee era. I only know like one song by him. Hailstorm hasn't made anything since 2022. Faith No More. I thought they. Wait, hold on. Wait, Faith No More, dude. No, wait. That band, like, is like they're like aren't they? Yeah. Isn't Faith No More one of the bands that actually sort of like helped define what punk rock music is? Or am I thinking of another band? Who is it? Black Seven. Black Seven, where? Unless you're talking about the fish song. Definitely not Faith No More. No, there was one band I forgot. It was like they had a lead, like their lead singer was like mentally unstable. He used to get naked and run into the crowd. Like he used to like do shows with just his skivvies on, and he was like he shaved his head bald, and I forgot. God, what was his name? Red King and Black Queen. Where? Oh right, okay, I see it. But I can't do that. I can't make that big move yet. I probably can now though. Sweet. All right, I think this is it. All righty. God, that took me an hour. That took me more than an hour. Okay. But I want it. Uh, that's enough gaming for now. Shout out to Jovi for helping me out. Really appreciate that. Mr. Big. It's like every single person you're hearing, every single person you're listing, I always thought that they had more than one song that kind of like defined them. I thought they had like more than one track. It's just kind of funny, like because now that I think about it, the only Pierce the Veil, never heard of him. I'm familiar with Black Veil Brides, but not where you're talking about Al Akins from just Judas Priest. No, it was okay. I forgot the guy's name, but I forgot the guy's name, but he was a lead singer. He used to he's dead now. You moved it already. We won, Jovi. We won. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can find this guy real quick because I used to know his name, but I forgot it. But I do know that he was a lead singer for Faith No More. Hold on. God, I forgot his name. Vanilla Ice, definitely a one hit wonder. Hold on. I'm gonna figure out what this dude's name is because, like I said, he was man. Okay, rock lead singer under. God, dude, is it Mike? Was it Mike Patton? Was it Mike Patton? No, because Mike Patton is still alive. Nah, it was the other one. What was his name? It began with a G. His name had a G in it. Forgot the name of it. His name had a G in it. It began with a G. I know his first name began with a G. Mm. God, this is gonna drive me insane. I don't remember this dude's name. GG Allen. GG Allen. GG Allen. If I'm not mistaken, GG Allen was. If I'm not mistaken, GG Allen was the lead singer of Faith No More. Let me check to see because God, was he hold on, he was a singer. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Hold on. He wasn't in Faith No More. Why did? Come on, dude. God, that's gonna drive me insane. Why did I think that Gigi Allen was in Faith No More? God, that's gonna mess with me. I knew that he was in, like. Maybe I misread something. Maybe I misread something. I'm good at doing that. I'm not a smart person. God, that's gonna bother. That's messing with my head. That's not a band. I have no idea why you thought that. Yeah, I'm aware. Okay, I'm aware. I messed up. Shut up, Megs. Man, I'm so annoyed with myself. I can't believe I. Why did I think that he was part of? Why did I think he was part of? That's gonna stress me out. Hadaway. Y'all still listed one hit wonders? Hold on. And Snow Informer was his only hit. Tag team? No idea. Okay. Hadaway. God, I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I like that little. I remember like thinking that I remember listening to just part of the song, thinking that there was more to it, and then when I learned that it was all a loop, I remember just like being just bewildered by it, like being bewildered, like that's the whole song. Love it. I've never seen Night at the Roxbury. It's I have. I think it's pretty funny. But that's only because like Will Ferrell can make a funeral hilarious. Will Ferrell can make a Will Ferrell can make like a prison execution like laugh out loud funny. That's not the whole song. That's just a chorus. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I was like, I was like, I don't know. What can I do? Will Ferrell's as funny as a toothache. As somebody who has a toothache, I disagree. I think Will Ferrell is hilarious. I wish that they would bring back the oblongs just so we can get a Will Ferrell character revision. I've never laughed at him once. Where you're just you're just a sour man. That's all I'm. That's all that is. Like you're just a sour man. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. Shoot, that little clip that he had with him getting cussed out by that baby was the most hilarious thing I ever heard. What do you think of the Carmelo situation? I feel you're, if I'm not mistaken, wait, you're right wing, aren't you? What do you think about the Carmelo situation? I just never understood the appeal. Me personally, like, I just never understood the appeal. Like, I just think he's hilarious. The Carmelo situation. There's a story going on the internet right now where a black dude by the name of Carmelo Anthony has stabbed a white dude and killed him. But apparently, if you look further into the story, there's implication that it was like self defense, and is a self defense. So yeah. I mean, like, so yeah, it's kind of like a whole. It's kind of a whole toss up, but it's basically like right wingers are trying to have that conversation so they could turn into a full grown race war, so they could justify being racist because Carmelo Anthony is black. So yeah, the seat thing, yeah. So it's like, and like people want to have that conversation just so they could say, actually, we need to start being more racist to the black people because they be stabbing us sometimes. You know, him getting out on bond has caused quite the stir. Yeah, like there's a whole thing about that. Like my whole thing is that like, I mean, there's been plenty of instances where like the situation has been reversed and nobody made an issue about it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had white kids killing black kids before, and nobody ever really like made an issue about it. But all of a sudden, the situation is on the other foot. Now it's like this big old story. The only reason why people want to have this conversation is just so like right wingers who are racist, they want to have a debate to justify why they're racist. It's like we're not racist. You guys just keep stabbing us. Like my whole thing is that like it's none of my business. It's not my situation to say anything. But I also think that if it was self defense, which is what I'm understanding, is that if it's self defense, then yeah, I mean, like he was protecting himself. Shoot, I just hope now he's going to have more reason to protect himself because a lot of racists are going to come after him. I used to have an old channel where I would cover current events and crime alert news. Many it would eventually wear my depression out. Yeah, I can only imagine, especially because like you have to actually at some point you have to remind everybody that you're biased. Why is him getting bonded out an issue? Because racists want him to like get the life sentence for it. Like once again, he's black, so the whole idea is they want him to like stay in jail for it because black people can't kill white people without going to jail. He still needs to go to court. I don't, like I said, I don't know the situation. I don't understand the context. I just know that like racists want this to be the thing that justifies them being racist. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but it's like there's too many instances where the reverse of this has happened and people have gotten actually out of trouble for it. I will always go back to the Brock Turner case where Brock Turner assaulted a young lady and he was and like he and the guys who protected him got in trouble, but he didn't. I don't know enough about what happened. Yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like my whole thing is that my whole thing is that if the right wingers who always talk about how awesome the law is and they want to be like like don't deny the law, don't challenge the law, it's the law, we gotta protect the law. Well, the law just got Carmelo Anthony bonded out. Don't fight the law. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be like, hey, it's the law because when something bad happens to black people, then also understand that it's the law when something bad doesn't happen to black people. So hey, this is strictly a right wing issue. It's strictly a right wing issue, and they're just like they just I don't know they just want to be racist and they need a reason, and I'm guessing that they're saying that this is their reason. And my whole thing is that I mean, whatever floats your boat, bro. People are like, "Who brings a knife to a game?" I'm like, y'all bring guns everywhere else. Exactly, exactly. Like, there's a picture right now that's actually there's a picture right now being floated around of a guy at an ice cream shop with guns on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a picture of a guy. He has guns on him at an ice cream shop. Like, bro, I don't think you understand. You're the most threatening thing at this ice cream shop because you have a gun, bro. I was a Boy Scout. We always had a knife. Yeah, same here. They tried to stress that him pulling a knife wasn't self defense unless he feared for his very own life. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is that you know, and like I say, at the end of the day, the Carmelo situation is just right wingers just like trying to justify being racist. That's their whole thing. It's like they want this to be the start of the race war because they want to be able to say black people are violent and black people are violent and that's why we should hate them more. But it's like nobody's doing it. Nobody's taking the bait. So yeah, that my thought of it is actually pretty simple. Like maybe my thought on it is pretty simple. Like, hey, if you're racist, maybe leave people alone. You know, it's just that simple. Like maybe leave people alone if you're being racist. I saw them doing that thing they hate when where they show a younger picture of the victim. Yeah, like what's up with that, man? Like I thought they didn't like that though. That's wild, man. I thought they didn't like that though. The victim looked jacked in other pics. Yeah, like I always thought he was just like a big buff guy. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, that situation, I can't say anything about it. I just know that like right wingers are. I just know that right wingers are like hyping up that whole thing just so they can feel good about being racist. And it's like now, it's like one thing I love about right wingers now is that like they used to hide these things. They used to hide who they were. You know what I'm saying? Like they made it very clear that they didn't want anybody to know that they're racist. Now they're just announcing it like without any provocation. Like like now we're being put in a situation where they're just basically like letting everybody know that they hate black people and they want people to know it, but they want everybody to be okay with it. And the problem is that nobody's okay with it. That's the one good thing about them. Yeah, exactly. It's like back like they're not hiding it anymore. They're out. Yeah, they're out of the closet. You know what I'm saying? Granted, they're not all the way out yet, but they are opening the door. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like I said, that dude has popped up, and basically that dude who popped up and asked me about the Carmelo situation. Notice how I didn't get angry about it. So like he's gone now. You see what I'm saying? Like he probably thought I was gonna chimp out, like what white supremacists love doing. You know how like that thing that white supremacists love to like try to get black people to do online so they can say, "I got him, got another one." So yeah, that's the whole thing. Is that like, hey, honest, hey, dude, you know, good job exposing yourself. But just put that away. Dude said it. Dude said what? Wait, what did he say? Wait, what did he say? Hello? Sorry, somebody sent me something. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Wait, the chimping out thing? Oh, okay. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I know that that's kind of what they like. That's it's like once again, there's a power in anonymity. So it's like when you don't, how the f did the hard eyes get in there? Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too, buddy. Yeah, yeah, I know, right? You can tell. I love that expression. That's my favorite. No, like the reason why I say it is because like racists don't think because the whole thing, like I said, there's power in anonymity. So like they believe that as long as you don't know about them, they think that they're like being perfectly hidden because nobody actually acknowledges them. But my whole thing is that like, if you point out, hey, we see you, that freaks them out a little bit because like now they gotta be like, now they gotta be a little careful with what they say. But like I hate that. I ain't gonna lie, I hate the phrase, but like once again, I do. My whole thing is that like, but yeah, like but just notice how like homie actually brought that up just to try to get me to overreact, just so he could like be like, I got him. And I was like, you didn't get me. Who is Voltic? Notice how I notice you normally don't discuss that kind of stuff. I try my best not to, but that's only because like I try my best to sort of avoid politics on here a little bit because I'm sort of exhausted with it. I mean, I do talk about politics from time to time, but it's like when it comes to like certain stuff like that, I try my best not to because I am on the fence when it comes to racial matters in America, but like not enough to be like, but like not enough to like. It always depends on context for me. I remember that used to be a website forum back in the day. I wonder if it's still around. Oddly enough, that's how I came across that phrase in the first place. Is that politics though? I believe that racial matters in America is political. Because like right wingers made everything political. It used to be just what does politics in America used to be? What do we do with the money? And now it's everything. Like whatever right wingers get upset about is now a political discussion. Yeah, normally when people discuss Mr. Orange, I exit out of the charts quickly. Yeah, and my whole thing is I can't talk about him because I have done it before. I actually dedicated a good. There's a whole sequence of content that I made dedicated to politics, but I try my best to keep it light up in here, just so I don't, just because I don't want to get riled up and I don't want to get anybody else riled up. But I like to think that people come up in here knowing that I already hate the orange guy and I hate his supporters. So it's like, it's like, and that's kind of why I get like a lot of hate on my chat sometimes, is because people come in because they're like, "Hey, I heard that you don't like our president or us," and I'm like, "Yeah, f you," and they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you." I always say that politics and woke are the same thing. Whatever conservatives don't like, exactly, bro. That's what American politics has become now. It just basically became like right wingers' feelings. It just literally became like right wingers' feelings. If it makes right wingers uncomfortable, all of a sudden it should be made illegal. And that's the thing that I really kind of don't like as far as like politics is concerned, because everything makes these guys uncomfortable. And it's like they literally want to they really want to just turn their series, they want to just turn their grievances into a political practice. It's like, if I don't like it, you shouldn't like it either. Which subsequently that would turn into a never ending battle of back and forth. Yeah, exactly. Like that, my whole thing is that like at the end, it's just like I always say straight up, like I don't care about how right wingers feel about me. That's the reason why I've kind of accepted the fact that I will probably never. That's one of the reasons why I just sort of accepted the fact that I would never be famous on here, because American internet is mostly just like right wingers and Trump supporters and Republicans and stuff. And because that's the case, like they'll always see my material as something not worth encountering or something to mock. So I'm either going to be famous for being disliked by Republicans or being embraced by them because they misunderstand me. And it's like, and my whole thing is I would actively say straight up, I do not want to, like, I don't want to be your guys. I don't want to be like, embraced by y'all. Like I would gladly be okay with like not being successful than being embraced by the right wing. Because if I'm being embraced by the right wing, then something's wrong. Sorry, I'm reading something right now, so I didn't mean to get quiet on y'all. But y'all still alive out there? Got 6 people up in here right now. Hands in the chat if you're still alive. The definition of online success. Barely. I would probably recommend getting some rest in, Jovi. They remade Rugrats. Cool. I love Rugrats. Chucky's man is a lesbian in it. Why they make it political? I can't believe they changed my favorite childhood TV show to embrace the fact that there's changes in society. Wait, you mean Chuck? Wait, you said Chucky's mom, or do you mean? Because I think you mean Phil and Lil's mom. One thing I've noticed on YouTube is some people change for the worse when the financial results don't match their grind and time put in. What's funny is she's always been like that. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking. I think you're talking about Phil and Lil's mom. But yeah, I know what you. I know what you mean though, for sure. I totally get it. But yeah, I totally I totally got that vibe from her too, especially because like Phil and Lil's dad comes off as a non-existent for a sake of better term. I don't think you can come to YouTube for money. You have to love what you're talking about first. My whole thing is that when I initially made my YouTube, like I said, it was 20 years ago. I did it. I didn't do it because of money, but I did think I would go viral like relatively quickly. The only problem was that like when I didn't go viral, I gave up completely and I didn't use my YouTube for like a long time. And then I started using it again to kind of give myself something to do because I was getting really depressed. I was getting like really depressed, and the worst kind of depression I could have, I had was the one that came from like the one I came from doing nothing. So I just said to myself, I'm going to start doing something. So I got my channel done up and stuff like that, and I just started working with it. But yeah, like I don't expect to become successful. I do not expect to become successful in any capacity. But I do like this stuff enough to not care if I become successful or not. I don't really care if I become successful from doing YouTube or not. For the most part, I do this stuff for the sake of just being able to look back at stuff and be like, oh well, yeah, I did say that before. I did do that before. That's who I was back then. But it's like if I do become successful from it, that'd be awesome. But I never expect it in any capacity or just on YouTube. I don't expect to become successful in any capacity. I've been like working hard. I've been kind of working my behind off for years, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and it's really kind of stressing me out. So I just sort of made peace with the fact that I'll probably like never see success or freedom in my lifetime. But like because of that, I also feel pretty good knowing that I would probably never have kids either. So it's like all the failures that I have going on like will never go to my kids. I feel really bad, like, I feel really bad, like kind of saying that, but it's like if I'm gonna be a failure in life and suffer for eternity, then I'd rather it just happen to me than to me and my family. Whoa. Darius' alternate costume is based off of Jim Kelly. Okay. Damn, these people really don't like Darius, huh? And the crypt, an unlockable concept art depict Darius. But yeah, Mike, as far as success is concerned, I don't see my like I would like to get it. I would like to know think to have an idea that it could happen, but like too much bad stuff has happened to me for me to ever think that something good is gonna happen to me in the future. Would you ever become a gamer on here? I would. That's actually what I'm working towards. That the goal is to be able to have enough money to be able to buy a system, but I got like all this other responsibilities I got to do. So I do want to actually like one of the big reasons why I actually started my channel from way back was so that I could like be a video game streamer, but it just didn't work that way. Life sucked like that. I think you could. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I just I mean like but the thing is that if me becoming successful doesn't happen, I ain't gonna freak out about it. It's like, well, it's not in the cards for me. Is Joe gone or is she here listening to you talk about how you don't have anything good that's happened to you? Oh my god. I didn't mean it that way. Oh man, I am all I do is I don't know if she's gone or not. I'm not gonna say nothing good has happened to me. You're going to out yourself in the doghouse. God dog, you're right. You're right. I am. What I meant to say was that like I'm not gonna say that nothing good has happened to me. I'm just saying that like I'll say it like this: I'm responsible for more bad things that happen to me than good things. So if anything bad does happen to me, I only have myself to blame because I'm a failure and I mess up all the time. But it's like if something good happens to me, it'll never be because of anything I did. But if something bad happens to me, I will be 100% the reason because of it. And that's kind of the thing that I hate about my life. Yeah. See, just like that, I screwed up. I screwed up yet again. Darius joined Dairo, also known as Havoc, to go to Order Realm and take so oppressive regime. They both soon allied with Quan Chi and returned. Ooh. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'll always be responsible for bad things that happen to me, but I'll never be responsible for good things that happen to me. And that in itself is good enough reason for me to like never expect anything good to happen to me anymore. So I'm like, yeah. In fairness, you say that stuff like all the time. She's heard it plenty. Uh yeah. So crap, what time is it? Wow, they really I don't even like counseling anymore either. I actually do like counseling, dude. I just don't like being responsible for every bad thing that happens to me. It's like I would like to be able to think that I work hard enough to actually get good things and keep them. But like they're now fighting with their pope. They're fighting with the pope? Wild. You could actually do that, but hey, wait, do what? Like be responsible for good stuff that happens to me. I would totally do counseling if I can afford it. But like, work to keep the good things that happen to you. I could, but like all the work that I do is just completely like overlooked. That's what I'm saying. It's like I could like do it. Like for example, like I could put like what I could put a quarter in a wishing well and make a wish, and I just lost money. But if I sneeze in the wrong direction, I'm a biohazard. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, overlook. Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, overlook. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, like I said, I could throw a quarter into a wishing well, and all I did was just lose money. But I could sneeze in the right direction and just become a biohazard or something. Like I just don't. There's really nothing. I can't really do anything to benefit myself because every single thing I do is a screw up. Yeah, by the powers that be, like by God. You know what I'm saying? The universe, God, and like the cosmic forces that is responsible for how life is presented and stuff like that. I have like no faith in good things being maintained, at least not by my control, because everything I try to do in order to make things better for myself is just like, it's like, well, you're supposed to do that. So who cares? Ah, shoot. His good things are never overlooked. That he focuses on the bad stuff. I don't focus on the bad stuff. The bad stuff happens more than the good stuff do. It's easier to focus on the bad stuff sometimes. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't focus on the bad stuff. The bad stuff just happens. Hmm. Yeah. When bad stuff happens to me, I try to keep my sights on something that will remind me that I survived the bad stuff before and I'm still here. Honestly, I gotta try to find a way to do something like that too. Because whenever bad stuff happens to me, that's all I like is like, great. Another bad thing. More bad stuff to happen to me. What did I do now? This is my universe. This is my universe. Every day I drive my car, I expect it to blow up. It's like, well, your car didn't blow up yet, but it will. Because it's a bomb. This is a reference to the fact that like cars are bombs. The engine is a bomb. Not EVs. I don't know what that means. If I don't think that way, I won't be able to get out of bed. Electric vehicles. I mean, like, I don't know, but it's like at the end of the day, like the car could still like blow up. That's the whole point. Is that like my car, like cars could still the car could still blow up. Hello, Alex. Please don't be a troll. Please don't be a troll. This your new face, and I'm a little nervous. Please don't be a troll. For the love of God, I don't need this right now. Great. Not much. I'm just reading stuff. Nah, I came here before. You don't remember me? Sorry, dude. I have a bad memory in general. I donated $100. You did? That was you? Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I'm not freak. Okay, maybe I am freaking out. Okay, maybe I was freaking out. By the way, really appreciate the donation. Thanks again. I've been surviving for the most part. I didn't mean that. It's just I have a bad memory, and why are they not showing Takeda without his mask on? I'm sorry about that. Why why Takeda got a freaking why does Takeda got a I what is what are they doing with Mortal Kombat, man? I hate these retcon recap. Let's just do some. Well, I appreciate that. I'm doing okay. Lost my job, got another one. Lost my job, got another one. Kind of man smoked that C note that night. You're a good dude. Yeah, like I remember now. That's genuinely surprised me. I have no clue what the hell a C note is, but like that was very, very, very kind of you, and I'm very grateful for you. I really appreciate it. Oh boy, man, it's six, dude. I gotta get ready. Yeah, shout out to Alex B for like sticking around, like for donating to the channel that one time. I really appreciate it. It was, but yeah, things have, like I said, things have been going well. Like I said, I lost my job. I got a new one. In the course of the time that in the course of the month that I was unemployed, I was very depressed. You're gonna go? No, I'm not going to work. No, I'm not going to work. WrestleMania is tonight, and I'm trying to. And there was a and they're hosting it over at the place where I train at. So I'm gonna probably go over there and watch it. I think they're hosting it. I'm not sure, but I still am going to try to go and you know show my face and watch this show and everything like that. So yeah, why do they call it a C note? Is that like a drug thing? But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry. By the way, Alex. By the way, be sure to like and subscribe. I try to go live like every Monday for sure, but I also do it randomly throughout the week. So if you ever do decide that since so I get that. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. You get it? Makes a lot of sense. Eh. I'm assuming that's why. I want to believe that that's the case too. You know, some good old Frances for us. Thank you. Latin? No way. I'm really glad that you got, but I really am glad that you guys like stuck around. I really appreciate y'all for like, like sticking and coming by and everything. Shout out to Alex B for coming back. Very, very grateful for that. Y'all have been, y'all definitely. I ain't gonna lie. I was actually feeling a little depressed earlier. I initially went live to test out this other webcam that I had because I wanted to see if it worked and everything like that. So shout out to you guys for like sticking around and being able to hear me and see me clearly and stuff like that. Let me check something. Let me turn on this light real quick and see. I'm wearing black right now too, so there's that. Okay, yeah, that's nice actually. There's no shadow like eclipsing my face either. But I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. Is that the one I bought? I think it is actually. I want to say it is, and I'm very thankful for it. By the way, it's been you're very helpful to this channel, like more than you realize. But yeah, by the way, I was kidding about him smoking that 100, Alex. Man, it doesn't roll that way. I appreciate. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah, like I don't partake in the. He can do whatever he wants with it. Yeah, just so you know, I did not partake in the. I don't partake in the recreational narcotics, but that's only because I'm not cool. Only cool people do that stuff, and I'm the biggest dork you'll ever meet in your life. Um, but like I am very grateful for it. It did kind of help me through. It did kind of help the channel a little bit. So as like and also like I said, be sure to like and subscribe for more. If you like my stuff anyway. Like, if you don't, then, if you don't, then what are you doing here in the first place? Nah, never mind. But yeah. Fun fact, y'all, I actually hate laughing. Y'all shouldn't, I'm pretty sure y'all know this. I actually don't like laughing. I don't like laughing because first it hurts my face. And secondly, it reminds me that I have nothing to be sad about, even though I do have plenty to be sad about. I've never seen that dude laugh. I've seen him laugh. I've seen him laugh. Hello, Miss Mia. How you doing today? Have any of you? I've seen him laugh. I've seen him laugh. Well, I've seen him smile to some degree. Like it was during the it was during something. I forget what it was, but I think it was out of the funeral or it was out, I want to say it was the funeral for one of the presidents. And he was laughing at something. Like maybe it was him smiling or something, but I do remember I do remember his face forming a laugh or something. For me, I combine the two as smiling and laughing together. What am I looking at here? I remember Obama laughing when they talked. Yeah, it was at Jimmy Carter's funeral with Obama. That's what I was thinking of. It was other, no, not Jimmy Carter. It wasn't Jimmy Carter. Was it? Wait, was it Jimmy Carter? Because I'm thinking Bush. I'm thinking Bush the first. It was yeah, but it was one of them. I shouldn't be looking at this. I should not be looking at these progress pictures for these guys who lose weight because now I'm starting to feel self conscious because I'm fat as hell. Jimmy, my favorite ex president. God, I'm trying to think about which. I'm trying to like. I want to see if I used to be able to list the presidents in order, and I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to list the presidents in order, and like just off the cuff. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look. There's no way to confirm that I'm not cheating, so I'm just gonna look away from the camera while I do this. Um, so like I'm not looking at anything. You really are. You really shouldn't if it makes you insecure than inspired. You've done it before. Oh, I have. Okay, I'm gonna do it again then. The presidents. I mean, yeah, like I said, I've listed the presidents before, but I'm trying to see if I remember them. Let's see: Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren. Was it Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor? I feel like I'm missing one. Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland, McKinley, uh, I'm pretty sure I'm missing. I missed like at least four of them. And then we're going to the 1900s with Roosevelt's. Then Roosevelt. Then Taft. Uh, I know I missed a bunch of them. I know I missed like a bunch of them. Pretty sure I did. Because let's see, Roosevelt, Taft. Uh, all right, yeah. Bad teeth, racists. He was bad. He had bad teeth. He wore glasses, and he was racist. Woodrow Wilson. Then Harding, Coolidge, Hoover. Then the other Roosevelts. Then was it Truman? I want to say it was Truman. I want to say Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Carter? No. Nixon, Carter, Ford. No. It's Nixon, Ford, Carter. Then I don't know. Bush, Clinton, Bush. Uh and then obviously Obama, idiots, Biden, an idiot now. I think I know I missed like a few of them. I know I missed like a few of them. How could you forget the Republicans' God? I did. I forgot Reagan. Oh God. Okay. Oh, man, I forgot. I forgot Reagan. Oh wow. I really did forget Reagan. Oh man. Dang. Oh no. Man. Wait, who was the one before? Okay, who was before Reagan? Oh, right. It was Carter. It was Carter. Oh my God. Because it was no, wait, it wasn't Carter. No, it was Carter. Because it was Nixon, Ford, Carter, and then Reagan. Come on, man. I messed up. I messed that up bad. What? Man. Dang, I really did. I forgot Reagan. I really did forget Reagan. Dang. Bro, like I'm not winning any game shows anytime soon, bro. I voted for Carter in the first grade. We had a mock election. See, now I know that. Okay, saying that confirms your age to me, bro. Man, bro, I can't believe I forgot Reagan. That messed me up, dude. Oh my God. I remember Reagan got shot. I remember hearing about that. I remember like people talking about that like on this little documentary thing, but I didn't really know what it was about because I didn't know who Reagan was. only to find out that like I didn't know who like Reagan was. I didn't know like what a president was back then. But it was kind of wild. I was in the back seat on the car near Burger King. Yeah, man, that's crazy times. We went through all of it. But I'm very appreciative of you guys sticking around though. I'm very thankful for it. Uh, I do have to go though. I because if I stick around, I'm gonna be here like all day. I'm trying my best to just kind of like get this trying to like go to watch Mania. Um, but I really appreciate you guys for sticking around. Really glad that y'all came out here with me. I'm glad that this new camera worked. Well, this camera, my old camera that I used before I had to get the new. You know what? I'm glad that this camera works. Shout out to Joey for getting the camera for me, and really appreciative of her still being here. In the meantime, just remember, you are more than just a person. You're an experience, and you can choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, or no experience at all. And I definitely recommend not being a bad experience. Remember to spread peace and love and happiness to every single person around you. And if you can't do that, then spread nothing. It's just that simple. We can't afford to be a plus 10 on somebody else's bad day. And I'm also bringing it back because I have been forgetting to say it. But just remember, being mean is mainstream, but being kind is punk rock. And always be punk rock because punk rock is a lot better than the mainstream. Am I right? But in the meantime, though, like I said, bring out, like just be kind, or if you can't be kind, then be nothing at the very least. Just sort of chill and just remember that everybody's kind of having a bad day. So you're not exactly doing anything by you're not exactly helping anything by being a jerk. So let's not do that. In the meantime, I gotta go. Love and peace to every single one of y'all out there. And until next time.